How's it going, everybody? I'm Jeff Slakey here in the welcoming room at the new Saints Pantry location. It's the old J.C. Penney building in downtown Shelton on the corner of 2nd and Coda, just across the street from the old Saints Pantry. I'm here with J.T. Batstone, the secretary for the board. Treasurer for the board, and we even talked about that beforehand. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, Jeff. Thank you. And thanks for taking the time to come down.
Yeah, for sure. I love talking about Saints Pantry and explaining what it does in the community, one of the 3 food banks in Mason County. Unfortunately, you have seen the need to grow. You used to be across the street in a smaller facility. This place is huge, and you're already utilizing a lot of it.
Pretty much all of it.
It's amazing.
Yes.
Tell us about the need and tell us about Saints Pantry.
Well, the need, has been growing. We're pretty much back to pre-COVID numbers.
Okay.
And through the end of August, we have served a little over 20,000 individuals.
That's a third of the population of Mason County.
Yes. And we are getting new clients signing up every week. So the need is even greater with the inflation, with the food prices, with gasoline, and now with property tax increases and then the new water bills they're going to be hitting us. It's really hitting people hard. So we are doing our best to help those who have food insecurity.
What are some of the benefits? I see when we were down across the street at the radio station, I would see people here over there at the old location and here all the time, and they show up, and it is just like you're mentioning, a huge need in our community. It's not just food that's here available for folks as well, so you kind of supplement the whole day, the whole week.
Well, we do. In addition to our 2 days a week for food distribution, we are getting ready to start a backpack program up again, the 1st of October for the school kids.
Okay.
And we will do upwards of 500 bags a week.
Wow. And what do you know about that population in Shelton, in the county, the homeless youth in our community?
We don't have solid numbers. I mean, the homeless population that we serve here on a regular basis is less than 1%.
Okay.
The school counselors vet all the families and just tell us how many bags they need. They then give them to the kids every week. So as far as how many are homeless or how many are just, a lot of the criteria is they are eligible for free lunch and free breakfast.
You have partnerships with Safeway, with Walmart, with Costco. Without those folks, this would be hard to do.
This would be impossible to do. We pick up from Walmart every day. We pick up from Safeway twice a week, and we pick up from Costco twice a week.
And what are you picking up?
Anything and everything that is getting ready to expire, that's being pulled.
Okay.
It's used to be called Grocery Rescue. It's all managed through Food Lifeline out of Seattle.
Okay. And
we also partner with Northwest Harvest out of Seattle and Thurston County Food Bank to source food.
Sure. And I mean, when someone's in need, right on the day near the expiration date, that doesn't matter because it's food, it's sustenance.
It's food. If it's a canned good or a packaged, manufactured packaged dry goods, the Department of Health has given us guidelines that we follow, and how far past that expiration date we can go, because it's usually best used by.
Yeah.
But we have to be very conscious of those expiration dates. So and we rely on a lot of private donations from people, and without that, we would really be hurting, not only in food but cash.
Talk to me a little bit about some of the things that are not food that are here and how folks can come and pick them up. We just went in the back and we saw some like gutter leaf guards.
Yeah, we will probably be sourcing those back out to Habitat for Humanity. We get stuff in like some mattresses and shoes and whatnot, and we have a part-time person. That's what she does. She contacts the mattresses and whatnot will generally go to Turning Point or Crossroads. Youth Connection is putting some apartments together up above in this building right across the street now for youth who are at risk. So there's lots of places for us to outsource these non-food items that we get. And we do, try and keep it to a minimum.
Over the years that we've talked, we've been hoping that we could eventually work you out of a job here, but the trends just don't seem to follow that.
Not at all. Like I said, we are getting new families signing up every week, and it's usually a single parent or even a working family that just isn't making ends meet.
Wow.
We're seeing more and more people on fixed incomes coming in because they can't make ends meet, which is a lot of our retired people. Again, our homeless population is very minimal.
Okay.
Based over
interesting, yeah.
The whole population that we are serving.
How does somebody get qualified, or you said you have new people signing up every week? What's that process?
They just come in, we just need their name and an address.
Okay.
The number in their household.
Yeah.
We don't ask income, we don't ask questions. Just come in, if you're hungry, we will feed you.
And then how much work do you do with the other two food banks in the county? There is the Hood Canal Food Bank, and then there's the Matlock Food Bank as well.
And there's also two in Belfair.
Oh, okay.
We don't really cross over much. They have their own sources of funding and donations. We used to have a geographic area that each one of us would cover, but since COVID, that has gone completely away. We're not allowed to say, well, you live in Hoodsport, you should go to that food bank. If they're here and they're present, we give them food.
When you say that you're back to pre-COVID levels, what does that mean? Does that mean the hesitancy of people coming in has gone away, or what?
I think for the most part, yes. During COVID, we were surprised that our numbers went down so low. Even though we were serving, social distancing, we were handing out bags of food through a plexiglass opening in a window.
Oh yeah.
But still, people just didn't want to line up. And a lot of people were getting the extra funding from the government.
That's right.
And that fell apart. Well, that all ended at the end of February.
Yeah. I was talking with the North Mason School District just kind of about their school year and how a lot of organizations started to really rely on those COVID dollars, and people too, relying on that. And when it's starting now to come away, plus the inflation and the gas prices, there's a tough reality that's facing some of the folks here.
Yes, a tough reality. And again, most of our clients are working poor. It's not that they're, not working.
Yeah.
Because we know that a lot of them are. And we don't ask, for documentation. That's not in our policy at all.
Is there anything that you do to advocate with the city to kind of help the situation? I mean, I know everybody's really trying to find a solution to these problems, but is there anything you can do to advocate for the city? There's not a lot. I mean, they just raised the taxes on the sewers and things, so
yes,
it's kind of going the wrong way there.
It is going the wrong way. I think the biggest problem that we have is just affordable housing.
Oh yeah.
And good paying jobs. So again, the homeless population is exploding around here, and that's just not enough housing, not enough places for them to get in off the street and get the help that they need. And we're not the only community that's facing that problem.
Right.
We are just a community that doesn't have as much in the way of resources to deal with it.
What are the days here for collection for folks, and what are some of the other opportunities here in this building?
Well, we have distribution on Tuesdays and Wednesdays from 9:30 to noon. And
what if you have an appointment or something and you miss those?
If you have an emergency, just call.
Okay.
And we'll make arrangements to get you a box of food.
That's good.
Yes, we're never, like something like that, and if you're hungry, you don't have anything.
Right.
I mean, we do get phone calls occasionally from some of the agencies here in town that said, somebody just arrived and they really could use some food, and we try and outsource some of our access stuff over to Turning Point, and with the new Veterans Village that's opening up, we're going to see what their needs might be and make sure that they can, get down here and get food
Yeah.
for their community kitchen, things like that.
Yeah, I was just over there yesterday talking to Colleen. Beautiful facility there. That's going to do some good.
Yes, it's going to do so. How many residents do they have?
How many buildings?
We know how many people are living there now.
They still haven't gotten the full occupancy letter, but they're right on the edge, and they've got people identified.
Okay, good.
So I think
Good.
they're on their way.
Good.
JT Batstone here. Well, one of these days, hopefully in the future, you and I will have a conversation about you retiring because the need is gone. But until then, we'll do what we can to spread the word here. We are at Saint's Pantry Food Bank, 2nd and Coda. It's right across the street from the old location. It's the old J.C. Penney building in town. If you are in need of food and services and more information, come on down here. The whole group is great to help. Tuesday and Wednesdays are the food distribution days, but there's other ways to do it. And I'll put the links if you are thinking about donating or volunteering your time, right? I'm sure you could use some volunteers.
We could use some volunteers. We have a great group of volunteers. We really do. They're just solid. And with the way we have it set up now where people can just grab their cart and go shopping, we don't need as many volunteers. But we do need them during the regular week to help with offloading food that we go pick up or that people drop off. So food donations are always welcome, as are cash donations.
Well, thanks for the conversation.
Thank you, Jeff, very much. I appreciate you always coming down, and it's always a good talk.
Well, I love to make sure people are aware of what's going on.
Yeah. Thank you much.